What's good, people? Uncle Hotep back at it again. How it be? How you doing? Bruno Mars, you know, the Grapevine released a new video. You know, I think my man Doe was on the episode. He didn't want to know more than parts of him shine. I couldn't blame him. my man is still on there. But they did an episode on Bruno Mars, and you know, I don't get it, man. Like I really can't tell you what music he's done. Like I've heard some of the records, you know what I mean, but people say he's a cultural appropriator. You know, he does have that old sound. Just like yesterday I played on my stream, I played Tariq Nasheed. He was doing Mink Slide. Now that's a throwback to like New Jack Swing and stuff like that. But they say this is what Bruno does. I thought you were allowed to do different types of music as long as you ain't biting the words. What difference does it make in the sound? Let's listen to what Seren Sensei has to say. Sensei. I wonder where what culture she got that from. Stop.
Up his racial ambiguity to be able to do what Jameer said.
I didn't know racial ambiguity had you know, a backlash. Like, what difference does that make? How does he play it up? He just how can you play it up? He's just himself. You know what I'm saying?
Cross genres and go into different places. And you guys are bringing up Michael Jackson. Number one, me personally, like, I don't even think that Michael Jackson now in this day and age will be able to get to the point that he got to previously. Facts.
That's bullshit, man. Michael was still hot when he died. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? You drop Thriller today, and you can't make those. And first of all, you can't make those type of statements because it's just a different world. But could he be at the same degree? Something sort of, yeah. Like the way y'all stand Beyonce and go crazy over her crap. You know, he was 10 times the artist Beyonce was, and let's not get it confused. So, I come on, seriously.
And a huge part of that is because people have realized that they prefer their black music and their black culture from a non-black base. And
look at this Shine clapping. You know, I don't think that's the case. I think what people are mad at, and I don't know, tell me if I'm wrong. You know, they see Bruno Mars getting all these awards and everything like that, and they see their other artists, their favorite artists, not getting anything. First of all, are they as talented as Bruno? You know what I mean? And then they doing the same music. They're not. Excuse me. You know what I mean? Some might be they're not popular, or y'all not supporting them. If y'all supported these other artists, they wouldn't. I mean, it wouldn't matter. But y'all won't even support it. You sit there and cry about it. And let me play this.
So I'm talking, so you can because I'm talking right now, and in a lot of different ways, and in a lot of different ways, we have artists now that are much more willing to step into quote unquote black genres that were not willing to do it when, like, they didn't want to do it. They didn't want to be in black music. Black music was seen a certain type of way. We've reached a point now where hip hop recently surpassed rock and roll as the most listened to genre in the United States. Black American culture has reached a certain point in this time period that it was not at when Michael Jackson was popping. Like, people had to campaign to get Michael Jackson's videos played on MTV. We are not in that same time period right now, so that's even a false equivalency to even try to bring up Michael Jackson's career and compare that to Bruno Mars. And I also want to say that Bruno Mars is not an original artist in the same way that Michael Jackson was an original artist, in the same way that Prince was an original artist. What Bruno Mars does.
Even if that's the case, what difference does that make? Okay, he's not as good as Michael Jackson. He's not as good as Prince. So what? You know what I mean? You could be Those guys were way up here. You know what I mean? That's like saying Michael and them was Jordan in Magic, and Bruno come along and be Larry Bird. So what? You know, you still had a great career. Like, you're comparing him to these two and say they didn't get the same. Oh, let me
play. He takes pre-existing work and he just completely, word for word, recreates it, extrapolates it. He does not change it. He does not improve upon it. He does not make it better. He's a karaoke singer. He's a wedding singer. He's the person you hire to do Michael Jackson and Prince covers. Yet Bruno Mars has an Album of the Year Grammy and Prince never won an Album of the Year Grammy. So how you...
Wow. 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 I don't know what on albums that Prince didn't. Why didn't Prince win the Album of the Year? I'll say again, I wouldn't take stock into the Grammys and stuff like that. You like, if it was good to us, you know, the people of quote unquote culture, that's all that matters. Y'all just want a white folks, the white people stamp on it by the Grammys. You know what I mean? And you know, he probably should have won. I don't know what else came out when Purple. What came out when Purple Rain came out? What album came out when Purple Rain came out? Because he probably got robbed. Oh. Purple Rain Grammy. Sorry. It was nominated for Album of the Year. What was it, 85? '85. Lionel Richie. Can't Slow Down. You know what I mean? That was a tough one. Look, he had Cyndi Lauper, Purple Rain, Born in the USA, Private Dancer. God damn. That's tough. That's a tough, you know what I mean? There were some good albums. You know, they gave it to Lionel Richie. What do you want? I mean, what do you want to say? You know what I mean? You can't just base it off of, I can't think, what other Prince album was tight that it was Album of the Year quality. I don't know if he had another one. I don't think he did. That's the one I remember. I thought he would win something off of. Sign of the Times. U2 won it that year. And that beat Bad. Oh, God. I don't know. I never really listened to U2. I couldn't tell you. Yeah, that was the only times it was there. When did Jackson win? Hold on. I know I'm going off a tangent here. Jackson. He won with Thriller. Yeah, Thriller was no joke. Where am I? Let me play the rest of her Shine. This.
Bruno Mars Album of the Year Grammy and Prince never won an Album of the Year.
Wow.
So how you gonna say?
Wow.
So how you gonna say people that are originators in the funk genre, that are originators in the R&B, the New Jack Swing? Bobby Brown and New Edition don't have no Album of the Year Grammy.
Let's look at New Edition. They didn't even get record nominated. I don't think Bobby Brown even. He didn't even. I don't think he had a good album good enough either. I'm not sure if that New Edition album might have.
The issue is we want our black culture from non-black bodies.
Facts.
And Bruno Mars got that Grammy because Bobby Brown and New Edition don't have no Album of the Year Grammy. Bruno Mars got that Grammy because white people love him because he's not black, period.
So her basically her what they're mad at is, you know, like I said, Bruno Mars is winning white awards and they're not giving it to no Negroes. So they're mad. They're mad. Like you can't even take it about the Prince not winning anything. Like Pat Ewing didn't win a fucking title. You see what I'm saying? Now if Pat Ewing trains somebody or somebody emulates Pat Ewing's games and wins a title, there's nothing to slight off of Pat. It's nothing slight off of Prince and whoever he built off of that. So that's fine. Like, like I can't even believe these people, man. And it's, you know, I got this from the collie, and you know, so half of these shines are agreeing with this dumbness right here. Like, you know, it's crazy. God damn, she took him to church. I agree with her. Like come on, man. Like, I don't know. This is the thing I've told y'all about Black Americans. They just worried about what white people do too much. Like like this guy. Let me read this guy's post. This is Yaman BT. Strange coming from a sister who calls herself Sensei, but she is telling 100% truth. We all know this. Cax ain't shit. Bruno can copy Morris Day and Bobby Brown all day long, and Cax suddenly give themselves permission to like this type of music. So basically they're worried about, you know, why didn't y'all like Bobby Brown, but now y'all like Bruno Mars? Is it because he's not as dark skinned? Like, Morris Day is just as light as goddamn, first off, Bruno Mars for the first place. And second, you know, I don't think they look like, I think, it's, see, some black Americans don't want to accept, like, why some white people don't like them. You know what I mean? These guys are trying to say it's just because of, it has nothing to do with, let me put this, I'm trying to put this, in a good way, but they swear that they just don't like blacks just to be like them. Just cause, you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's reasons for everything, and there's like a variety of different reasons. But why would you even concern yourself with that? You know what I mean? If they don't want to like Bobby Brown for whatever reason, that's nothing on you. You know what I mean? This goes back to what Farrakhan say: let Pharaoh go, and these shines won't ever let white folks go. You know what I mean? They want white folks to like them. That's I mean, is it any clearer? They want white folks to like you, like us, just like they like Bruno Mars. That's the biggest problem. White folks don't like us like Bruno Mars, so it's cultural appropriation. You Blavity blacks are some sad ass niggas, man. I swear to God, man. Bleak that, whatever. Y'all some sad ass jokers, man. Y'all really goddamn sad, man. Like, it matters who gets these awards, these white folks awards in the first place. You know what I mean? You know, what matters is what y'all like. What's y'all culture? You know what I'm saying? That's what matters. Let them like who they want to like. That's it. You act like they didn't like Jordan. You know what I'm saying? There's been plenty of Negroes that they love. They love Muhammad Ali. Don't let them get it confused. They love to watch him. They love Tyson. You know what I'm saying? They like who they want to like. Yo, not them. Stop worried about them. Y'all should be embarrassed. Sitting there arguing about Bruno Mars, he culture appropriating. Be thankful he making some good music. While y'all shine, sit there defend the Chicago trap rap and all that bullshit. You know what I mean? Y'all defend that, what, that cupcake rapper, that female cupcake rapper that raps about the most degenerate shit. Worry about that. Worry about that bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. I'm sick of y'all, man. Anyway, this is Uncle Hotep. I'm out of here.